What up guys, Gifty here, and today we're doing another manufacturer comparison. Now, last time we compared Paul Walker's R34 between Hot Wheels and Tomica, and likewise today we're reviewing another Fast and Furious casting. I mean, y'all already saw it in the thumbnail, it's the Toyota Supra. So starting with the price, just like for most episodes, here in Singapore, the Hot Wheels Premiums is right now $11.90, yeah, it increased in price, while for the Tomica, it's $16. Now, these two prices are pretty important when comparing the two brands, so just keep that in mind. Now let's talk about the cars themselves. Starting with the front, there are three main differences, which is the hood, the headlights, and the front bumper. So starting with the hood, the black details on the Hot Wheels version are literally just a square and a literal triangle. I kid you not, I think someone opened up MS Paint, drew a square, drew a triangle, and put it on the hood of the Hot Wheels car. It does not look realistic at all, and it's the most basic of details. However, for the Tomica version, the black details are actually matte black, a different type of finish from the paint job of the car's body. And might I say, the paint finish on the Tomica version looks beautiful. I'm not sure if that's the more accurate paint job or paint finish for the car in the movie compared to the Hot Wheels version right here, which is a little bit more flat and timid, but I love the Tomica's version. Okay, went on a little bit of a tangent there, but back to the hood details. Not only are the hood details matte black, but there is a sort of curvature around it, right? Unlike the Hot Wheels version where it's just printed on the hood, for the Tomica version you can see there's like some sort of curvature. I'm not sure how to explain it, but you can see from the light reflections right here, Tomica actually molded in a small little slit for these black details to be put in, rather than just slapping it on the hood itself, which is a really nice touch by Tomica. Yo, check that out. For sub point number 2, the headlights. On the Hot Wheels, it's printed headlights, which looks alright as per most Hot Wheels cars, while on the Tomica version we get plastic front headlights, and this is not your conventional plastic front lights that you see on most Tomicas. You can see that if you take a closer look right here, you know, the black circle just actually fits in nicely these times, and there's some sort of texture in the headlights just to give it a little bit more realism. And for the third sub point, the front bumper on the Hot Wheels version is nowhere realistic to the actual movie car, because Hot Wheels use the same Toyota Supra mold for all of their cars, so pretty standard. But on the Tomica version, it's more realistic and it even has more details. Even the intercooler, right guys, correct me if I'm wrong, the intercooler is detailed silver, as you can see on the front of the Tomica version right here. So it's not just all black like in the Hot Wheels version. Tomica put in more effort and touch into their front bumper. Now for the side of the cars. Okay, so for the Hot Wheels version, I think it looks pretty cool, very low to the ground, looks hella aggressive. While for the Tomica version, notice how it looks a little bit weird on the roof right there, you know? Like when I first saw the images online, even a lot of people agree that on the Tomica version, the roof looks a little bit disproportionate. But there's a reason for that, which I'll show later on. For the decals wise, we get the iconic green stripe with the, you know, the Iron Fist symbol right here on the side of the car. But if you notice one thing, on the Hot Wheels version, there is the Grady, Sparko, and Nito decals, alright? While on the Tomica version, there is no such thing. And I think the reason for that is Hot Wheels, they've been, you know, quite a big player in the diecast scene. I believe that they have the license with these brands, so they're able to slap those three sponsors onto the side, which is a nice touch, because on the Tomica version, there ain't no sponsors on the side, so it looks a little bit more plain. How about the wheels though? Alright, for my longtime subscribers, you guys know the drill. On the Hot Wheels version, there are rubber tires, and not gonna lie, the wheels look really sick. And rubber tires, you can't go wrong with that, it looks more realistic. While on the Tomica version, although it does not have rubber tires, the wheels do have suspensions. Hey, you can't go wrong with suspensions, it's really fun to play with them, so yeah. Although it sucks that there's no rubber tires. But it's up to you which one you prefer, right? Rubber tires or suspensions. Now, before we go to the rear, there is one more thing I have to bring up. It's the roof, right? Remember why it looks so weird? Well, the reason why it looks so weird is because you can do this. That's right. That's so cool. And if anything, if you're talking about realism, the car that's most accurate to the movie car, it will have to be the Tomica, right? Because in the actual movie, the Supra does not have a roof. You know, for the longest time, for the Hot Wheels line, for the Supra, for the Honda S2000 that Suki drove in the movie, those two cars don't actually have a roof. But Hot Wheels is not really gonna... They're too lazy to create another tool just for these two cars, right? Well, nope. Tomica took the extra step to not only give this car a roof, but make it removable as well. You know, for all we know, they could have just not included a separate roof piece, but Tomica does not take shortcuts. So props to you, Tomica, for giving this car a removable roof. Now, up to this point, you guys might think that Tomica is winning, right? With the removable roof, the suspensions, and the way more detailed front. However, I'm sad to say that this is probably where it ends for Tomica, or is it? I don't know. Let's find out. Now, right off the bat, the Hot Wheels rear looks way more detailed, right? With the rear lights, the Toyota emblem, the Supra emblem on the top right there, and the California license plates. Just like the one in the movie, right? Because it took place in your sunny side of Cali. While on the other hand, for the Tomica version, technically the rear lights are plastic. Yes, these four circles, right? The brake lights, the signal lights, the reverse lights, they are tempos on a plastic piece. A little bit of a cheat right there, so I wouldn't consider it rear plastic lights. It's still printed tempos, and that's actually all you have on the rear. There are no license plate details, there's no Toyota emblems of sorts, unfortunately. Though Tomica did get the rear wing correctly. Sadly, it is plastic, and for my car, it's a bit slanted. I know it's actually kind of bothering me as I'm making this video, but the rear wing is silver. It's plastic, so it's not the best, but silver is the actual color of the rear wing in the movie. While Hot Wheels gave their rear wing a metal treatment, which, you know, gives the car more weight and it's more sturdy, it's orange, right? So it's not supposed to be an orange wing. It's supposed to be silver, so Hot Wheels got the rear wing wrong. So other than the rear wing, you guys might think, hey, the Hot Wheels rear looks so much more detailed with the emblems and the rear license plates. However, Tomica has a trump card. Hey, yo, look at these boys. You get a roll cage detail in yellow. You get 2 nitrous oxide canisters and 3 of those things right there, but which looks pretty cool. Like the nitrous oxide canisters, when I saw that, yo, that was such a nice touch. I mean, I'm a sucker for small little details like this. Well, yeah, you guys already know for the Hot Wheels version, there's nothing behind. And last but not least, underneath the car, nothing much to talk about other than Hot Wheels having a metal base. While on the Tomica, it is a plastic base, so the Hot Wheels version is slightly heavier than the Tomica version. There is one more thing I have to cover. Now, remember in the beginning of the video, I mentioned that Hot Wheels cars are 12 Singapore dollars, while Tomicas are 16 Singapore dollars. Now, at this point of time, you guys might decide which one is better and stuff. But there is one new segment I like to introduce, which is called Hype. Now, I haven't talked about this before in any of my manufacturer comparison videos, but this is one small thing I want to touch up on. Now, while it's true that Hot Wheels premium cars retail for 12 Singapore dollars or around 6 USD, right, in the USA, you can't buy it at that price. Hot Wheels cars are scarce, they are hard to find, they're rare, so the retail or the market on these Hot Wheels Supras can fetch from 20, 30 or even 40 Singapore dollars depending on where you get it from, be it from the Team Transport diorama line or from the recent 2-pack release, which is going from 30 to 40 Singapore dollars, which is crazy. But for the Tomica version, you can simply, and I mean simply, get it for 16 Singapore dollars. I mean, if you're living in Singapore or assume Japan, these are very easy to find. One thing I love about Tomicas is they put a lot of stocks for these cars, right? You know, it's not like Hot Wheels where once it runs out, it's gone. Nope, Tomica had this for weeks, for months, and I easily found one at the Singapore Diecast Expo. So in terms of price, you can get it at the retail of 16 Singapore dollars, which is way cheaper than the so-called black market price of the Hot Wheels version. So now that you guys have seen the size of both cars, which one do you guys prefer, the Hot Wheels version or the Tomica? Tell me your thoughts and comments below. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.